So I'm going to try to go ahead and just do an outlook of what I'm looking at of the Forex pairs that I'm watching. I mean, which 28 of them, so I got a lot of them. But hopefully everything comes across clear. I just had a filling replaced, so my mouth is a little bit numb. But I think all in all, I can speak clearly enough. So I am in a couple of trades. I say a couple. I think I'm in like six trades right now, and we'll hit those later. But as it sits right now, like I'm looking at OddCAD, and I have these zones marked up. So all the white little dotted lines, you can actually see the little alerts on there. So that's what I'm waiting on there. I'm doing the daily and the 4 hour. It just gives me a lot more time to not be stuck on the charts. If I find myself wanting to go ahead and trade, I'll find a pair that looks like it's moving nicely or set up nicely, either trending or bouncing, ranging. Then I'll go down to the 1 hour and start playing with that. And if it's ranging, I'll set the highs and the lows of the range and see how it trades in between that. If it's trending, then basically I'll go to the 1 hour. If it's trending on the daily down, then I'll go to the 1 hour and I'll look for breaks and retests on a sell. And then that's pretty much it, unless something like a reversal pattern plays out, like a double bottom on a previous level, and then you get a break of structure above that, and you start making some buying structure. Then I might take a buy then, but with the understanding that the overall daily trend is like down, so I'll be careful about that. But so OddCAD is where we're sitting right now. It's in the middle of nowhere. I didn't find any cleaner levels in between that. So OddCHF, as a look at OddCHF, I do have a lower level down there at the 62.62 area. I haven't drawn that in yet, and I'm not really concerned about it. It's going to take some time before it gets down there. And same thing above. Like, we've slowly started to create a resistance where we're at right now, so I might put one there, a little bit above the 64 area. I can. A little bit above this area right here. I might go ahead and put it in a resistance there and just see how price plays out. But really, I'm waiting for that 65.224 area to be hit before I get in there. Odd JPY, bouncing between areas here. I'm waiting for another push back in. We had a good push out from that area previously. I believe I caught that trade, a little bit of it, but I'm waiting for price to hopefully pull back in and then give me another bounce out of that. If not, then a break above and a come back and a retest. So odd NZD, same thing here. Looks like we got a lower level that has been, looks like it's just go away. It's just an area that has been broken and retested. It's a pretty big area, so I'm waiting for a deeper push into that before I look for a bounce out of it. If not, looking for price to come back up and give me a test there. Patiently waiting. CAD JPY has been ranging, so looking there for price to come back up and test that area. CHF JPY, same thing, so I was waiting for that there. Euro AUD. Euro AUD did come down and did test, but I believe I was sleeping at the time, so I'm waiting to see if price does come back in here. I'm not too convinced that this is actually going to go up. It's been really, really tight packed. There hasn't been some good moves out of this area, and if I shore up the zone a little bit more, then by all technicality, like, we've had a couple of tests with no real bounces. This last one has been pretty good, but we'll have to see if price bounces out of that. If price bounces out of that, then I'll definitely look for that area as another test. But if not, then I'm going up higher. Whoop, we're going to skip all the way to Euro CHF. EuroCAD's been bouncing between these two areas. With the wick passed into the previous area that I was waiting for to begin with, I'm not sure that I'll take something there, but I'm watching it. Euro CHF, waiting for price to dip back lower into that zone and then get into a trade there. Euro GBP. Euro GBP's been kind of ugly. I did take a sell out of that, out of this previous area here. I was lower on the 4 hour, 1 hour for a zone, and then took a sell. Actually took 2 sells, and that played out really nicely. But right now I'm waiting for price to give me some more moves away from this area, because right now it just seems consolidating. That's what I'm going to use. That's the word I'm using. Euro JPY did take a buy off of this level here. I guess now, well, I have it marked out. I'm just waiting for price to break above that so I can look for a possible retest on that. Euro USD. I know a couple people in the groups that I'm in have taken a sell on this already. I was waiting for price to push a little bit further back up into there before I decided to take a sell. Looks like price hasn't done that yet, but I'm still holding that idea to see if price will get up in there and then give me an entry. If it gives me an entry, then I'll be good to go. If not, then I'll walk away. GBP CAD. Once again, just waiting for price to get down to these zones. All these trades are pretty simple. The plan around them is just support and resistance, just breaks and retests, or continuous retests of particular areas. Understanding, you're going to get some of them wrong, you're going to get some of them right, but more often than most, if you're patient, then and you have your zones crystal clear, then you'll be more right than you are wrong. And so that's how I'm managing it now. Just being patient. We look like we do have a area that it's into right now, where price has come before, pushed away, and now come back, broke through, tested a little bit before pushed away, came back and tested as well. Now we're pushing hard into this area. I don't think I'm going to use that. Now, if by the end of the day, we close strong, next week I'll probably look at that as a particular level to look for a sell. But we shall see. Friday's Veterans Day, so I don't know if I'll be actually on the charts at all, but time will tell. We'll see. GPNZD, once again bouncing. We just recently broke the support level, waiting for price to come back and test it. GPUSD has just been ranging between these two areas. It's been ranging so long that my alert colors are the old style that I've been using. I realize I don't like the blue. The blue just detracts from everything else that's going on. I like the softer white. So we'll see where that's going. That's the wrong thing to do. NZD CHF. Price made it back up into this level. Didn't go up high enough for me, but price is bouncing away. That would have been a really nice bounce, a really nice trade. But right now, if price can happen to get back up in there, given the bounce that it just given me, I can probably get another bounce out of that. If not, then I do have another level above that. So we'll see where that goes. NZJPY. Took a sell on this one. Go away. That's them talking about EU. I lost that sell. Close it out early. I'm not sure why. Chances are I was probably done with the week, and I wanted to get out of all my trades. NZD USD, same thing. Support resistance, waiting for a test. USD CHF. This had a nice push in there, and I missed that trade completely, and then fell away. So I'm waiting again for price to possibly come back in there. If not, if once again the same thing with the other GBP pair, if price breaks below this area here, that it has a nice little reaction from, I can use that as a retest level for a sell down to this really, really far low. USD JPY has been pushing really, really strong bullish for a while, and it's finally started to slow down. I'm waiting for a push back in here to test that area before a possible bounce out of it. So as you can see my alert, patiently waiting. We'll see how that goes. Given how this is working out, if price doesn't leave this area before completely falling down, I'm just going to leave USD JPY alone. We've had a couple of good pins into this area and bounces away, but each one sequentially gets lower and lower. So I don't think this area is going to hold up very long. I will use this area as a possible resistance if we break. Well, if I'm pretty sure it's going to break below it. When it breaks below it, I'll use it as a resistance to follow it down. Whoa. Gold. Gold, I play with every now and then, and I track gold, and I do pretty well with gold. But gold does move really, really quick, and I have smaller accounts, so it's kind of hard. As you can see, the zone I'm waiting on, I'm waiting for price to get back into that zone. I don't have an alert set. I probably will set one. I probably will set one right now. So that way, yeah, so why don't you actually, oh, there you go. Yep, there you go. Create. That way, wait, what do you mean it's crossing? It's not crossing. What happened? Why are you yelling at me? Oh, no, that's, okay, that's the wrong alert. I need an alert on this. There we go, the ray. Create, there we go. Whew, my bad. Okay, I actually set, it was like a price alert, and of course, as soon as you set a price alert for where I was setting it, it would triggered. So there we go. So I'm waiting for that. Some of the trades that I'm actually, whoa, my goodness gracious, help me out here. Odd USD, I am in sells. I took some buys. I was in buy to begin with. The buy didn't work out. I ended up taking a sell to hedge it. The sell I didn't close like I should have, and price ended up eventually going back up. Once I got to the other zone, I did close the buy. That's what that buy is all the way up there, and entered another sell. Now I'm just waiting for price to continue on down to my original sell. If price gets there, I'll close the other sell in profit and close the other one at break even. So this is all part of Nick Sean Mission FX. He has this huge hedging program, which is for compounding and all this other stuff for risk management. It's been phenomenal for me, and I've enjoyed it. It's taken a whole lot of pressure off of trading. I understand not everybody can do it, but if you are able to do it, then I would look into it. You can get 6 one half dones the other of people who say that it's bad, it's good, but whatever. It has increased my profitability for sure, and so it's maybe a whole lot more comfortable. There's other ways to manage even without hedging that I would still be profitable with, but this just seems easier, and why not do the easier thing if it works? So GBP AUD, in a trade there as well. I'm just waiting for price to continue on down. I do have a hedge order set. If price for some reason shoots up, waiting for that to continue on down. It's going pretty well. GBP JPY, that came in as well in a sell. I already took a sell on New Zealand CAD, got out of it, closed out of that. I'm in a buy right now, and I'm waiting for NZD CAD to do something. We're at this level right here, which is a pretty thick level, and I probably should have waited. The only reason I was in the buy is because the sell didn't originally play out as quickly as it was supposed to. Triggered my buy hedge. I closed my sell in small profit, expecting price to continue on with the buy, and it hasn't really done anything. So I'm stuck in this buy right now. I do have a sell hedge ready just in case price breaks below this level and continues down. But currently I'm just waiting for price to bounce. If it doesn't bounce, then I'm already have the plan set in place. USD CAD. USD CAD, same thing. I got into a sell, waiting for price to continue on down to this next zone. I'll probably close out about halfway, given tomorrow being a holiday, and this being a USD pair, so we'll see how that works. Come here. CAD CHF. I'm in CAD CHF for 2 sells and a buy. Unfortunately, I got wicked into that buy on a lower time frame, and didn't realize I had my buy stop way too close as I was planning it. And so once price broke back through, instead of closing out both, I added just a smaller position for a sell. And so if it gets down to where that alert is in the white, then I'll actually be able to close all 3 in profit. Euro NZD I got to close out today. It was just a buy off of break and resistance here. Bounced through. I had a little bit of drawdown. Had an area that I'm like, okay, cool. If price breaks and travels down here, I'll start hedging. Price came to the area-ish, wicked into it, or wicked by it, and then turned around and closed out for me. And then I am tracking Bitcoin Cash for my son, one of my other boys. He's looking to invest, and I'm like, okay, well, here's some ideas on what could happen with Bitcoin Cash. It looks like originally we did get a bounce pushed above this level. This is where I had started my analysis here. Looks like we did get a break above this level, but it didn't actually follow through. Now we're back at the zone down here. We'll see. It looks like we've rejected off once, and we're coming off a second time. So we could have a nice follow through again. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much as it sits, where I'm at. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, by all means, leave them in the chat below. I appreciate everybody who's come here along with my journey. I am excited. I continue to get more and more excited as I continue to dig into it, continue to follow through with it, to continue to have the discipline and the confidence to execute trades, to manage them, and all this stuff. It's just been a blast. So enjoying all that. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.